think. I think the authentic word in particular is really telling, and I think Trump is the best example, right? Because and I think you'll see where I'm going. Because he doesn't hesitate to be insulting or mocking or rude or vulgar. He comes across as sincere, right? At least I think that's what his base believes. He tells it like it is. He's honest, which is the exact opposite of what Trump really is, of course. But women aren't allowed to say insulting things. So if Hillary Clinton had said even one of the things that Trump said during that election, if she had mocked a disabled reporter, if she had said about Trump, like, lock him up, or if she had bragged or even mentioned going up to some man that she found attractive and grabbing his genitals, like any one of these things would have immediately been disqualifying.
Should have been done. Yeah.
Exactly. She would have been painted as unhinged. She'd have been out of the race. So I think the fact is women candidates have to be very careful and very measured in what they say.
Right.
So women are restrained, and maybe some of that comes across as cautious or calculated, but it's the result of women being aware that the margins of their acceptable behavior are very narrow. Men are allowed a lot of latitude in what they say, whereas women have to be careful, to be pleasing and likable. They have to be tough, but not too tough, or else they're threatening or they're a ball buster or whatever. So when women are walking this incredibly fine line, They probably aren't being fully authentic, right? So, I imagine women are angry a lot of the time. So in a way, it's not surprising that women are not coming across as authentic, because in the public sphere, so often, even at work, right, we're put in a position to have to censor ourselves just to appear normal. But with likability and electability, these are words that I would say just aren't as often applied to men. It's not really a question,
right?
About men running for high office, because it's assumed that men in general are electable, right? And that men in general are suited for the presidency. And also I would say there's no expectation that men will be likable. And it doesn't hurt a male candidate if he's perceived as unlikable. Like, consider Ted Cruz, who I think even among his colleagues is not considered particularly likable, right? But nobody sees this as a reason why he shouldn't be elected to office. But women have to be likable, because that is a stereotype that we strongly associate with being a woman, with being female.
Right.
We should smile. We should be pleasant, even when the interviewer is asking sexist questions and things like that.